Hello, hello. Ash here. I am a transformational guide reminding us all that we are our own medicine. And I just got off a coaching call, and that in combination with a call that I had last night really reminded me of two areas that many of us give away our life force. And those are not being in the present moment, which I'll dive a little bit deeper into, and playing the hero or the savior. So the first one is when we allow our mind, which does not live in our brain. It's, you can send your mind wherever you want. You can send it to the past or the future, and then you're basically giving your life force to that time instead of being in the present moment. So if you're constantly worrying about the past or thinking about the past or worrying about the future, you're sending your life force out of this present moment, out of your body at this time. So that's something to really be aware of, and constantly using not constantly, but setting up your rituals and your practices to bring your energy back into the present moment. So when I'm facilitating meditations, I will often start with that, saying, draw all of your energy back from where you may have left it in past conversations, in different places, or in the future, things that you're worrying about, thinking about, like intentionally draw all of that energy into your body, into the present moment. So that's a really good practice and a great way to start your meditations. The other thing that I want to talk about is really important is a lot of us want to be the savior and want to help the people in our lives and help our friends, or especially when you're in partnership, in romantic partnership. And we basically place other individuals in this role of being a victim. And when we do that, we're giving our energy away because you're worrying about them. You're trying to figure out ways to help them and fix them and save them. And so instead, you can hold them in a place of personal power and support them in up-leveling and owning their power, and not playing into their stories, playing into their victimhood. And there's a lot of people right now that are playing into that narrative because of what's happening in the world. They're feeling very victimized. A lot of people have lost their jobs, or all different kinds of external things that are happening. And I'm not saying that you can't have compassion for people. You need to have compassion for people. You need to feel for them. But there's a difference between having compassion for someone and holding them high and holding them as powerful and a co-creator in their life, versus taking on their pain and having a level of empathy where you carry their pain for them. That is very depleting of your life force. This is super common for people that are healers, energy workers, coaches. In the beginning phases of learning how to do this work, we often will take on the energy of our clients, and that's when we reach burnout, or we're not able to do the job for very long. Same thing with like social workers, even doctors, nurses, people that are in places of service where they're helping others. We have to be really aware of when we are keeping our clients and the people that we're wanting to support in this mental state of victimhood, and that we have to do something in order to save them. That is depleting of our own energy source. So instead, you stand in your sovereignty, you stand in your own power, and you reflect back to them how powerful they really are, and you call them forward. And so it's a different way of speaking to people. It's a different languaging that takes practice, because a lot of us are not taught this. And so many of us are super empathetic and really want to help and want to support people because it's in our nature. It's what we like to do as human beings, and so it's a natural way of being. However, if you're starting to feel burned out or depleted, or like you don't have a lot of energy, ask yourself, like, who am I giving my energy to? Who am I giving my life force to? And coming from a space of a savior or a hero or a fixer, and draw your energy back and support them in ways that are empowering to them, making their own decisions and changing their own life for the better. And it's a fine line and it's a practice, but basically you can notice when you're giving your energy away by how you're feeling. If you're feeling drained around certain people, you're probably holding them in a victimhood or in a way that is not empowering to them. You're giving your energy over to them. And then you get to set boundaries. So there are certain people that you just need to have conversation with around boundaries and what you're available for. And, you know, maybe you're not available to constantly be processing all of the shit that they're going through in their life at all times, you know, especially if you have roommates or people in your family or partners, things like that. It can get a little draining if that's a consistent thing. So you have to learn how to set boundaries. So I hope all of that makes sense. And it's a really powerful reminder for all of us to take responsibility and ownership over our own life force and our own energy, and not giving it away to other people, which is a common thing. So if you find value in this, please share this video out, tag anyone that you think needs to hear it, and have a beautiful day. Bye for now.